just one final thing on Marjorie's talking about this. Well, not final thing, second to last. She has been fined. She will be fined if she continues to not wear a mask. First of all, she's been nose cocking the whole time, right? She's like just wearing her mask to here, and it always says something like, Trump won, or Ilhan Omar is terrible, whatever it says, like socialism. But she was sent a letter by Nancy Pelosi, this saying, pursuant to House Resolution 38, you were observed not wearing a mask on the floor of the House on May 18th, 2021. You were then asked by a member of my staff to wear a mask while in the House of the Halls of Representatives, the Hall of the House of Representatives, unless recognized to speak by the chair. The letter said, the letter is to inform you that a further violation of the House Resolution 38 will result in a $500 fine for your next violation and a $2,500 fine for any subsequent violation. Girl, just do it. Just keep on not wearing a mask. Let it pile up like parking tickets on a rundown car that will not start. That is you, lady. Like, that is you.
Nancy Pelosi, if she were a masterful troll, and I don't think Nancy Pelosi is an unintelligent woman, I think she's very smart. She would take those fines and start an unofficial fund that donated every fine that was paid into the fund to a specific cause that Marjorie Greene dislikes. I can, BLM related causes, police reform causes. I can see like abortion funds. The South, we're facing a really important battle when it comes to abortion. Yellowhammer Fund.
Yes.
Give all of her not masking. Let's give it. Let's troll for good, Nancy. This is my appeal to you, Speaker. Let's troll for good with her. And also another thing, though, on a serious note. Actually, I was pretty serious about the last thing. She should donate her fines to like some amazing liberal leftist cause. People like Marge Greene are making it worse for literally everyone else, because the longer she digs her heels in on stuff like this, the longer Nancy Pelosi needs to keep the rule in place and not appear to be capitulating to people like Marge Greene. Like, if everybody could just come correct, once they got to a point where they were comfortable with the vaccination levels of members of Congress, it would be easier to justify removing the mask requirements. But it's like politically difficult now because of people like Marge Greene, nose cocking, as you said.
Also, the CDC, super not helping. They're very confusing, very conflicting.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.